It's going, fellas, and welcome back to Rebel Rescue with me, FoggyPlays on FM22. Today, we're playing Drogheda in the Premier Division, and we're also going to be taking on the team that we played last year in the Munster Senior Cup Final. It is Drogheda United yet again. Hopefully, we can continue winning trophies, because that would be muy caliente. But since we were here last, form has been mostly good. We've had a defeat and a draw, which has not been ideal, but it's fine. We're still doing much better than expected. Well, much better than the media expected. I expected us to be an exceptional team, and we have been. So if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Right, fellas, so to have a quick look at the results since you were here last, just bay through them fast. We beat Galway. It did take extra time, which was not ideal, in the League Cup second round. All well and good. Drew with Derry, not ideal, but Luke Keane did score 3 goals in 2 games, which I was quite happy with. Beat Cove Ramblers in the Munster Senior Cup semi-final. Again, it was a bit of a slog, but we managed it. Beat Finn Harps fairly comfortably. Beat UCD in the League Cup quarter-final. Beat St. Pat's, beat Sligo. Then got beaten by Bows, which was very frustrating because they were the only team in the league that had beaten us previously in our 4th game of the season. Drew with Shamrock Rovers, which I have to say I was quite disappointed with. But then we just beat Waterford in our most recent game. And I was going to come back for the Dundalk game, but we played them in the last episode, so I don't want to be doing back-to-back episodes of Dundalk. League-wise, we are second, just a point behind Bohemians, which, you know, kind of expected. Shamrock Rovers, though, have made quite a resurgence in terms of, you know, started the season with 1 point in 7 or something, up to 6th, and Drogheda, the team I said we're going to get relegated, currently sitting bottom of the league, but that's not what we're worried about right now. It is, well, we're worried about Drogheda right now. And one thing I do have to mention, we have a slightly rotated side because of injuries, and Nordstrand has decided he wants to leave. So, and I've just gone through pretty much the entire team to offer contracts to who I think we're going to be keeping for next year. So quite a lot of contracts are out. But like I said, we do have suspensions and unavailable players. Fernberger and Walker are suspended. Walker's just getting suspended so many times. He's getting all the red cards. It's quite frustrating. Hakkinen and Gilchrist are both unavailable. Hakkinen got himself injured recently. Gilchrist is recovering from an injury, I think. Maybe he's just exhausted. I can't remember. I do just kind of mash the buttons. Luke Keane is sitting on the bench for this one. He's a little bit on the tired side, so McGlade is going to be playing instead of him. But the team is Prince in goal, Carrickbo, Coleman, Hawkins and O'Connor as our back four, Sorelli and Glusen as our centre midfield. Glusen's playing a 6.54, so I've had words with him, as you can see. Reacted well to our most recent chat. McGlade, Coffey and Keating behind Murphy. Coffey starts because this is his final game in a Cork City jersey. He is returning to Celtic, and then, well, it's his final game for us for now, because his contract expires in a month, or not a month, the end of this month, I think, and we've offered him a contract to keep him on because he's a handy player to have about the team. He rejected it, so I'm going to leave him, go back to Celtic, get released, and then potentially bring him back. We wanted quite a significant amount of money. He's on Cian Murphy with the goal, Sorbelli with the assist. That was quite nice. He wanted, I think he's on 750 at Celtic. He wanted roughly the same money from us, and I said no thank you. We do have a significant amount of wage budget spare, but I don't want to spend it all. Almost everyone's contract that we've signed are taking a Oh, that was Prince. What are you doing? Everyone who signed a contract, I don't want to see it again. That was absolutely horrendous. But yeah, like I said, the majority of the players we signed new contracts to either took a very minor pay increase, stayed at the same, or actually got a couple of players to take a pay cut. A couple of players that we offered contracts to wanted massive, massive increases. And what is our defence doing? Okay, it's been disallowed for offside, but that is just... Oh, that was close. That was close. They've had 3 shots. We've had 10. We've had 5 on target, but we're drawing. Thrash Rams, I am far from pleased. I'm going to point my finger and tell everyone that I'm not happy with what they're doing. Coffee. Don't really care, to be honest. Rory Keating's been just meh of late. He's one of those players. I think I can't remember. Did Rory accept the deal we offered him, or did he, demand excess amounts of cash? Because, like I said, some of the players were more than, like Gilchrist took I think it's 25 quid a week pay cut. Kevin O'Connor steps up and get in. Second, I thought I wasn't recording and I would have been fuming. But Kevin O'Connor, beautiful free kick, puts us 2-1 up. We're getting to the time where substitutions are going to be needed. One of the players I did say I was going to get rid of was George Heaven. He's taking a pay cut, so he can hang around. Not a bother. I'm going to put McGlade onto the left, bring Keane on for... No. McGlade's going to go into the middle. Keane is going to come on and play on the right. We're going to put Keating to be an inverted winger on the left as an attack. Keane can be an inverted winger on the left or the right. My apologies. I seem to have forgotten how to speak. Coleman is exhausted. We bring on George Heaven, who, as I said, says he agreed on a pay cut. So I'm pretty happy with that. Just noticed that Shamrock Rovers have kind of cut Waterford adrift just a little. And now it's time for us to make our final substitution. Rory Keating is playing horrendously. So put McGlade out that side. Keating can come off for Horanov. Just pop him back here. Have him play as a... Oh, he's... Put you there. Sorelli can play as a ball-winning midfielder in defensive midfield. You can be Carolero. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? Confirm the substitution. Let's go. 10 minutes left. We have been questionable. I'd probably say is the best way of describing it. We've not been exceptional recently, but we're doing fine. O'Connor can't get the ball over, and now he's out of position. Drogheda come back. Or Sorelli, beautiful tackle. On a yellow card, might I add. Did fantastically well. Hawkins, haven't actually seen much of Hawkins in this game. Playing a 7.6, so clearly whatever he's doing is working. Dylan McGlade spoons it over. That's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not worried. Everything is loosey-goosey. Ooh, Dundalk have drawn against Bowes, who only went ahead 9 minutes before. And we have managed to beat Drogheda. Fantastic. Well done, lads. Good result. Rory, he wanted a massive pay increase, so I'll actually have to check in a second. Did we agree to pay him? Oh, Dundalk and Bowes. Dundalk almost got the win against Bowes. That would have been even better for us. But alas, 'twas not to be. And St. Pat's beat Sligo. So that is Rory Keating. He has a contract on the table. So we'd have to see how that goes. And Bargary, Cover willing to pay nothing for him. They're going to give us 20% of profit from the next sale. I'll take it. He's out. I think he's out on loan with Cove anyway. He is indeed. So that's great. He's not been great. He wasn't great for us either. Okay, so we'll be back in just a second for the game against Drogheda United, where we to make it 2 in a row in the Munster Senior Cup. Hopefully we can keep the good times a rolling. Right, fellas, back now for the Munster Senior Cup Final against Drogheda United, and I did not realise there was a 12-day gap. So we did set up a friendly, but it's been a while. But I'm still expecting this game to be a fairly comfortable victory for us regardless. Treaty are sitting 5th in the first division, so actually doing pretty decent for themselves. But we've had a couple of players who've decided they don't want to be at the club anymore. Namely Dave Harrington, which disappointed. Bulger came to me and said he wants to leave. Hoonahan wants to leave, and someone else, Crowley, Dara Crowley, also wants to leave. We do have a couple of injuries and suspensions for this game, which is not ideal. Keating is suspended. Glueson is injured. Sorelli was injured, but he's fit enough to play the game. Barry Coffey has come back to the club the day he left, rejoined us on trial. We've offered him a contract. He only wants £100. That's why you wait. That's why you wait for players' contracts to expire before you offer them new ones, because he wanted a lot of money, and suddenly he's like, I'll take a breakthrough prospect and just give me £100. So we're not making too many changes for this game, I don't think. Hackenden and Gilchrist come back, and Walker's back. Okay, so actually 3/4 of the back four are changed. Norstrand comes in, even though he does want to leave, and Farnberger is in as the attacking midfielder. We did play a friendly in between, as I said, so there's quite a number of changes here. But we're going to go out there and we're going to see what we can do. Can we beat Treaty yet again? Certain Charlie Fleming. Okay, so that's not done anything. Norstrand complains. I've offered him out because, you know, he did say I want to leave. So I was like, yeah, grand. Now he's like, why are you offering me out? I've just signed a new contract. Make up your goddamn mind. Make up your mind. Do you want to stay? Do you want to go? If you want to stay, fine. You can sit on the bench. He's only starting today because Glueson is not fully fit. Said he could play, but I'm not going to risk him. Sorelli, I think he had food poisoning, so you might see a trail of brown behind him when he's running. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I don't think the fella himself is overly worried about it. What a ball through by Prince. Cian Murphy gets on the end of it. His 14th of the season. Marianne Prince gets the assist. That was beautiful. Prince just jogs forward, just keeps going, and then boom. So yeah, like I said, a lot of the players we offered new deals to have signed their new deals now. There isn't too many players that have contracts still yet to be renewed that accepted. Give a couple of the youth players full contracts for when they get old enough. I think Walker almost gets their Charlie Fleming with the theatrical clearance. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I gave Ryan Coleman and Luke Keane big boy contracts. I have to wait and see. I'll check that actually after the game. But I can't imagine I would have forgotten to give two of our first team players new deals. I noticed Cian Murphy was standing behind one of the defenders, like sneaking, like, oh, sneak. Murphy's through. Get in. This just shows what happens if we had. Imagine if we had Cian Murphy all of last season and he didn't get injured for, what was it, like 6 months. Also, Liverpool have won the Champions League in this world, beating Real Madrid 4-1. So that was pretty nice to see. So we're 2 up. It's relatively comfortable. O'Connor with the corner can't get it past the first defender. Murphy sent it back to Walker, who signed a new contract. I did. I think it was in the last episode I threatened to get rid of him. We keep him on for a little while. We've had a couple of players pop up as wanting to join us. Like Colm Whelan is a player that Charlie Fleming not doing his work. Dylan McGlade puts it across. Dylan McGlade gets a new contract as well. He is one of my favourite players. I absolutely love Dylan. Dylan and Jonas are just amazing players. I don't know what Charlie Fleming was doing there. But we've managed to make it 3-0 with a hat-trick for Cian Murphy. And I feel like this was going to be looked like it was going to be a sending off the way it started. Cerbelli puts big boy O'Connor through, tries to find Keane on the back post, but he can't. Walker beams it back in, and Keane's just headed over, but playing a 9.4 on a hat-trick, 9.5 on a hat-trick. Dylan has gotten 2 assists, and Hakkinen just puts that one wide. But yeah, pretty happy with the way things are going in this game. To be fair, didn't really think it was going to go poorly. I did expect us to win. Keane isn't playing well as an inverted winger on support, which, if you look, his attributes work better for that. So work rate and stamina is what's for support. Go to attack, it's anticipation and flair. Lots of flair. Anticipation's on the bit, but stamina is better. So I thought, play him as the inverted winger on support, maybe he'd do well. Turns out, not so much. So we're going to give him the opportunity to run around as an inverted winger on attack and see what he can do. But we do have a couple of players that are confirmed already for transfers coming up soon. We've signed a player that you've seen numerous times on this channel having signed for us. Luke Keane is recovering from a knock, so we take him off. Having a look to see what I can do here. Okay. I know what we're doing. Okay, this is fine. Pop you here. You can go here. Actually, put you there. You can be ball winning midfielder. Farnberger. Mazzella. Norstrand. Just keep doing what you're doing. You can be a box to box. Dylan McGlade can be an advanced playmaker. There we go. It's an interesting diamond, but it's a diamond nonetheless. So go out there, Mr. Horanov, and do spectacular things. He was originally going to start before I decided to play Norstrand. So, acceptable. Farnberger finds McGlade. McGlade deserved the goal. It's only his 3rd this season. He was exceptional last year. Just, he's been rotating in the attacking midfield positions. Hasn't really settled this year. Last year spent most of it as the attacking midfielder. But he's played out on the left, played on the right, played a couple of games in the central attacking midfield. So I don't feel like it's his problem that he's not scored as many goals as one would hope he would. But he's still been an absolutely indispensable player this year. At no point have I thought, we'd be better off without Dylan in the team. And that's unfortunate. That was one of those nicely defended defensive tackles that just kind of ended with the ball slowly rolling into the striker's path and put it in the back of the net. We are getting to the point now where we might as well make our final substitution. I'm going to move you actually to be a Carolero. We don't have a central midfield. We could put O'Connor in central midfield. I've never actually played him in central midfield, but he is very good at doing that. I might pop him to be the Mazzello. Yeah. Norstrand, you can come off for Woodthorpe. And we have one more change that we can make. Who do we have on the bench we want to bring on? Cian Murphy. Get yourself a cheeky little break. Kellenbally. is going to come on to play as the striker. Let's see if he can score himself a goal. He hasn't scored a massive amount yet. He did score in the friendly we played against Cabinteely, who, if you watch Grey Hair Gaming, you'll know that that was one of the teams that he brought through. Did he make it to the Champions League? That was that was not our best defensive moment, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, he played as Cabinteely and did quite well for them. But as you can see, we are Munster Senior Cup champions yet again. This time we didn't have to go to, that looks like the World Cup. We didn't have to go to extra time. This one was a lot more comfortable. But we've only gone and won it. Happy days. I should have started McNulty. Or did I put McNulty in? Oh, no, I didn't. Club captain isn't there to lift the trophy. But congratulations, lads. You only got on one. And then the assistant. That was fantastic, lads. 4-1. Not a bother buys. Let's have another chance at the Hall of Fame. New nationality. So it's 10 points. Now, I want to look at the Cork City one. I don't want to look at. This is me in Journeyman. So we've won one league, 2 cups. I think was it 2 points they said they were worth. So yeah, not an awful lot. Not the most important trophies in the world. But we're coming into July, where most of our games are actually on Friday. But these 2 games are definitely going to be clashing. Sligo Rovers on Friday, and then we play a Senior Challenge Cup first round on Saturday. I don't think so. I feel like that's going to get changed. So when do we come back for the next episode? Depending on who we get in the Senior Challenge Cup first round, might do them in Shamrock. So we'll have to see what happens in that one. But we have, as you can see, Cabinteely 4-0, comfortable. Yeah, we'll come back potentially at the end of July. Should be a transfer window as well. I think it's opening soon. That'll be important. So we'll be back at some point in the future, depending on how things are going. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. And of course, I'll catch you in the next one.